Yes, and feel free to say, penises, vaginas, whatever.
Fuck.
Yes, you can curse your heart out. Asshole. We love it. Just
do you love asshole, Keenan? Is that?
I don't know. Let's bring it up to our first question of our guests. Is assholes like?
Wait. We haven't even done the intro of the show.
No. We should do an intro.
I've been waiting for something like this for so long.
Is that what you say when it happens?
Welcome all to the None of Our Business podcast.
Woo!
Yes, we're back. We got C Money. See things happen, never actually do things or make things happen. Keenan Duncan.
I tried.
Philly
and my
Fanatic
beatboxing is horrible.
Filthy Animal.
Yes.
Peace Steezy.
Our other co-host
is not here
again. He's a schoolboy bitch, so we don't like him anymore.
He gets the flag. He gets the red card.
The red card. You watch football?
Soccer, football? I don't.
You know what? I used to. I used to, but not anymore. I had a boyfriend and he was a Raider fan.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm a super Raider fan. Then I broke up with him.
You're not
and I was like,
49er
fuck
fan.
Raiders. Fuck them all.
That's right.
That's the right attitude. That's the right attitude to have when somebody breaks the corazón. And our guest today is Francia, correct?
Francia.
Yes.
Francia. And your last name?
Peña.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. This is awesome. Now, this is my first time meeting you, but you and Keenan have known each other for some time.
Yes.
Awesome. How did you guys meet, if you don't mind me asking?
Is
it a strange story, an awesome story?
No, it was actually like a very beautiful story.
It was. And the bullet wound healed really nicely.
Oh, he took a bullet for you, huh?
Yeah. Well, she shot me, so.
Oh. With an arrow?
Yeah.
Was it
arrow
Cupid's
to the heart.
arrow? Cupid.
I was in swooning.
I believe it.
Oh, you do?
I believe it. Absolutely. So tell me more about it. What happened?
So the real story, I guess.
You tell.
I was with my ex introduced me to this group or seminar, I guess you would call it, called Insight. And that's over in Santa Monica.
Okay.
And this was the second time I was there because the first time it's like a 3-part course. Insight 1, 2, 3, and 4. It was only in Insight 2 where we actually were able to introduce it. It was a more smaller knit group of people that, they sort of build you up into a really nice, they sort of not really change you, but you kind of change within yourself.
No, it changed me.
Similar to Landmark or something like that?
Yeah, it's funny because I was experiencing the worst depression in my life.
Really?
To the point that I want to kill myself.
Was this after the breakup? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, relationships can do that to people.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we don't have to say all the details
especially
of that.
when you really love somebody.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
open yourself up to them.
Yeah. No, but we're not. You're right. We're not allowed to say anything.
No.
But the only thing that I can say is that it changed my life.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
And any personal things that you want to say yourself, you can totally say it.
But in the insight training is...
anything that we speak about within it, but any of the stories you tell is kind of up to you because they're your own stories.
Exactly.
But you can't tell anybody else's stories. That's why I'm letting it open.
Exactly.
I get it.
Exactly. Or we cannot share what happened there, like the exercises and
That's
everything.
fair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
some of the stories that she did, that I did get a welcoming to hear, I definitely was like, I can't believe you had to go through that, and it really it made me kind of shameful as a man. Like, how can this dude within this relationship treat you or do you that way? And while me, the nice guy, is like having a dry spell like the Sahara Desert down here. And
if people don't know, Keenan has been trying to get laid for a while now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Or just like a,
So if you know any people who are looking for a strapping
or a taste,
gentleman,
I can use my tongue. It doesn't have to
I have many friends that want to be laid.
Oh yeah? Oh, see, there we go.
Colombian hot girls.
Oh my God!
Don't get his hopes up.
I know. I'm big in the Latin girls. That's my top. Top. So so we're gonna talk after the show.
Keenan's like suavemente.
Hey,
You get a great voice.
Thank you.
yes, he's
Nice.
as a matter of fact, Philly. You were on.
I was on Telemundo. I was
yeah.
as a singer.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Latino Got Talent, something
The
like that.
show called Yo Soy el Artista. Yeah.
Yo Soy el Artista.
Are you familiar with that show?
It
No.
was like a small American Idol show. They flew me out
Uh-huh.
to Orlando. No, was it
Was it
Miami?
Miami, yeah.
Might have been wherever the Universal Studios lot is. I think it was Orlando. Might have been Miami.
Or
Okay.
Universal Studios is in Orlando. Yeah.
Yeah,
for
so it was
sure.
Orlando. Yeah, it was
Uh-huh.
cool. I didn't win, but I got to sing some rancheras. I'm half
Wow.
Mexican, so that's
Nice.
the Spanish music that I know. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Um,
The best.
And he
That's
can
the
dance
best.
too. He dances really well. He's
Nah,
got the
better
moves.
than
This is-
me.
No, I believe it.
No.
I look at you and I get
Challenge.
I get like Salma Hayek vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you
Yeah.
guys can't see it yet, we'll post a photo. but
Yeah, we'll take.
she's
a good
got the
photo.
Salma Hayek vibes for sure.
We're gonna get like 1 million clicks on it because they're gonna think, "Oh, you're with Selma Hayek."
Rancia's got the vibes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the teats.
And
Hey! She is so fucking cool. She's so fucking cool.
Not the ass though.
Come on, now.
Yeah, come
All
on.
right, all right,
Don't
all right.
do
You
it.
know
gonna
what?
send a
I'm not
message
going to
in-
invalidate what you said. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
Yeah.
We're gonna be dirty tonight in
That's
this show.
right.
Yes, we
And I
are.
just said that in my Instagram because I'm very
Hey, she's
conservative
going
in my
live.
Oh, you
Instagram.
Really?
But tonight I'm not.
Hey,
Yes.
bringing it out.
Super awesome.
Is your whole life conservative? Because you seem very free flowing, liberal kind of person. So I figured. Or at
No,
some points.
I think I've done so many things in life. But right now I'm
Uh-huh.
working in education.
Okay.
And of course, in education, you have to like be very conservative. Like
Ah.
never post something in Instagram,
yes,
like
yes.
showing my tits or
You do that on Instagram? What's
I
your
used to.
Instagram account?
I used to. You
Let
follow me?
Let me get this. Oh, really? I just
Keenan's
haven't
like,
I've been such a nice guy, haven't scrolled down your Instagram photos, but now that I know this is existing,
good God, Keenan.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
She's gonna introduce you to friends, okay?
yeah,
You're gonna chase her photos.
exactly.
She's gonna take care of you. Ya te
okay.
dijo. she
Yeah.
promised.
Well, that's the reason why I actually blocked my daughter
Oh yeah.
Really?
because my daughter on Instagram, she's not conservative at all.
Oh.
You weren't
And-
interested in seeing that.
Yeah, can
Yeah.
I say the word weed?
Yeah, yeah. You can
Yes.
on this podcast.
We've already passed the
There's
point.
nothing you can't say.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So I actually taught my daughter how to smoke weed.
Okay.
Hey.
And then I was like, oh fuck.
Oh, that was-
I cannot post these on my Instagram.
Oh, because you
So
made a video of it?
Exactly. No, she made a video. She's like,
For
oh,
her
my mom is
influence.
cool. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, don't
No.
post it on my Instagram. She did, and I like, blocked her.
Okay.
Wow.
Exactly.
Well, you don't have to
Yeah.
have your coworkers listen to this podcast either.
Yeah. No,
I
I don't have my
yeah.
coworkers.
Yeah, okay.
in
So
Instagram.
you work in education,
Mm-hmm.
like public education?
community college. Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Now the community college
Yeah.
I think you went to, is it okay if we say your community college on the air?
Of course, yes.
Is it West LA City College?
No.
No?
Los Angeles Southwest College.
Oh,
Los Angeles
Southwest
Southwest, that's
College.
right,
I worked
right.
there,
Yes,
but
okay.
I went to PCC, Pasadena City
Gotcha.
College.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see,
Exactly.
What a great campus. It looks
know.
amazing. I
I
haven't been
love
there,
it.
but it looks amazing.
See, if
I
I,
love
would have
it.
went to
Yeah.
Pasadena City College, I would have met you there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's clear that Keenan was hoping that the stars aligned.
Yeah.
And that you guys crossed paths and,
Yes.
had a moment.
A little see twinkle in each other's eyes.
Sometimes the connection is there.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I was telling Keenan about this. I have a personal belief that I don't think attraction is a choice. I think you're either attracted to someone or you're not. What's your opinion on that? Like attraction can happen later, it can happen early,
I
but it's
think
not
it
up to
depends.
us. I don't think you can make someone attracted to you,
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
Okay.
I
Okay.
agree because when I met my ex-husband, the only person that I married, he's the ugliest man in the world.
Damn, that gives me so much hope. Wow. Oh my God. What? See, I need to meet more women like you in my
Oh,
life. I think I'm
babe.
hanging out with the wrong group of people.
Oh, babe.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, this guy, he was older than me, 25 years older.
Jesus.
But I liked the way he talked.
Okay.
He was like Charles Bukowski. Okay.
Gotta lower
Exactly.
that voice.
So and then I started like of course educating myself. Like, why is that I like this guy
Right.
so old, so ugly?
Looked inside.
So
yeah.
I learned that I'm sapiosexual.
the intelligence.
Exactly.
Of course.
The intelligence. Exactly.
I know what you mean.
Exactly.
I
Talk
too
to
am
me, intelligent
sapiosexual.
baby.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Talk dirty.
So the perpendicular angle
Oh
of the moon.
God. Keenan starts pulling. It's
Exactly.
not the same thing.
Bring out
It's
my
not the-
protractor.
Oh,
Exactly.
geez.
You know, I could fuck Albert Einstein.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure he'll
Yes.
take it willingly with a big old smile on
Oh
his face.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude will die happy.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I understand that. Okay, so you do agree that attraction is not necessarily a choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's just things that you respond to.
So no one
Exactly.
can purposely make themselves look attractive. Is that what
Now,
you're saying?
now
Or-
that's different.
oh
Right? Because
Yes.
we've talked to Keenan a lot about potentially, like on the side, here and there, things that you can do to make yourself more attractive. It's not to
Uh-huh.
say that you can force attraction, but you can make yourself more attractive. That's,
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure a thing.
Yeah, and I think women, we do that pretty good. Some
Right.
of us,
Okay.
exactly,
Oh,
because we know that men are very visual.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly,
Ah.
we show tits, we're gonna be attractive.
And women aren't very visual, you're saying.
We're
yes, or
visual,
just
but
more-
not as much as men.
okay.
Right. So what do you think? What do you think it is that's the main difference? What is it that women respond to more, in your opinion?
For
That-
men,
that
like
you-
if it's not
if you
visual.
had to take a guess at it and
I
say,
think, and it goes also from generations. Like when I'm talking with my daughter, she said, "Oh, I'm very visual. I do not care about how they express themselves."
Oh really?
But in my generation, I'm gonna be 45 December 31st.
You could
know.
never ever tell, and that's,
I
That's
know.
what I'm saying, like,
I'm
what
telling you,
the
like,
fuck?
Thank you. I'm
Like-
gonna be 45, bitches.
Hey.
right. I honestly feel like we're hanging out with Salma Hayek. I just, I'm just
Aw.
gonna keep saying that. You know what I mean? But-
Thank you.
How often do you get that? People saying you look like
Do people
Salma
say it a
Hayek?
lot
Or
or
like
no?
you're related or a sister or something like that?
Yes,
Quite
yes, yeah. When I go out with my daughter,
Yeah.
she's very shy,
Oh yeah.
and I'm very popular. Like,
Yeah, I
and
see
I
you.
have a lot
Yeah.
of friends, and
You
she's like,
definitely
"Oh
have
my
social
god!"
skills.
And all of her friends, they're like, "Oh, we love your friend."
yeah?
She's like, "She's my mother."
Not my,
For God's sakes, she's my mother.
Some of the pictures I think you did post, actually, you look like, like she's sisters. I know it's your daughter, but it's like,
Yeah.
what the hell? It's like
Yeah.
that's so crazy awesome. So what is
So
your
she has a
super
bright
secret?
future ahead of her, huh?
Yes.
Good genes.
Yes.
Is it? Do you like work out? Do you exercise your face?
I think it's
Like-
genes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
My father is black.
Oh, okay.
And
power. There it
blacks
is.
don't crack, baby.
Hey.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
And black and what? Like what else are you? Because you're from Colombia.
Colombia. So yeah,
Okay.
my father was black,
Mhm.
Afro descendant,
Okay.
and my mom is Latina. My
Yeah.
grandmother, the mother of my mother, was from Germany.
Oh.
Yeah,
Damn,
exactly.
Germans getting it in, huh? Going
Very,
Yeah.
yeah, very interesting mix. That's a super
Very
cool.
interesting.
Have
yeah.
you done the 23andMe thing?
The
No.
genetic testing. Look,
No, I
Because you may
haven't.
find out that you probably not be Hispanic at all.
But a hemp look.
Yeah.
Check this out, right? So
Yeah.
if you take a look, this app here, the
Ladies and
listeners
gentlemen,
can't
Philly has
see,
brought
but
out his phone and
you're
he's showing it to
you're
our
free to
guests.
slide up and
Francia.
down. You can see
Uh-huh.
you can see the percentages of the things that I am.
Trying.
For example, I thought I was half French and half Mexican, right? It turns out I'm all kinds of things. I'm even
my
2%.
Scandinavian.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm even 2%
Wow.
black. So, you know.
So Philly has
uh,
his dick grew
No.
like 2%.
hey, I'll take it. And I'll give it.
Hey.
Is that true?
I don't know. Why don't we find out? No, I'm just
Hey,
fine.
whoa,
It's
whoa,
podcast,
whoa,
it's podcast.
whoa,
We'll only take it a little. We'll bring it back. We'll bring it back. Just like zip right here.
What was that?
That was
sound. Yep, a black dick.
Oh yeah,
there
that's
it is.
exactly what it was. Keenan whipped it out. The contest is over. You know, for me, I got the motion in the ocean, though. You know what I mean? So bro, I know how to dance.
Yeah.
I got the movement.
Can we officially put a stamp on that? It's all about the motion in the ocean. Size
wow.
is not a
No,
big
of
word.
course.
No, not
size
at
matters.
all.
Not at all.
Not at all. Because
Yeah.
the same way you guys have it short, long,
Yeah.
thick,
That's
then
right.
we also have the vagina like that. So
Yeah,
I
okay.
think
Yeah.
I
Depends
have,
on the person,
I think I have a short vagina
Okay.
Oh.
because I cannot stand a big dick.
Oh, yeah.
It hurts.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right.
The next
fellas.
next day, I'm not gonna be able to walk.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 And that's not a good thing.
No, it's not.
That's not a good
Yeah.
thing. It
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah.
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 Nika, you were hurting me last night.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I know girls have been after me. 'Cause they just assume I'm just gonna make them not be able to walk the next day.
They want you to put them in the wheelchair, Keenan.
Exactly. Ouch.
So I'm an engineer. I built them some crutches. After I'm done.
That was a great answer.
Oh,
though.
yeah,
It
my
really
pussy
was.
shirt.
Yes.
That's gonna be the name of this episode.
This is the name of the episode.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, that do you find that some people in America are too like conservative, like in general, like they don't know how
Just
to
in
take things
general.
serious.
In America?
Yeah.
America.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, quite the
absolutely.
opposite. Yeah. Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I remember when I moved here, my daughter, she was 9. Yes, she was in 4th grade.
Mhm.
So she came home and then she said, "Mom, my classmates don't know anything about sex. They
At
know
9?
anything."
That's true. Sex over here
Yeah.
is in America. It's so taboo, and I don't know
Yeah,
why.
we hold it out
I don't
till
know
we're
why.
18.
And it's funny because there is a lot. We are, and I love this country, and we think that this is a developed country,
Oh,
but
yeah?
not really.
Oh, okay.
Because in the United States, they don't educate our kids when they're little about sex.
Which is so important.
It's so important.
Mm.
Sexuality is life. It's the
That's
fun of life.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like when Keenan knows, when you-
Uh-huh.
No, I don't. I haven't.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so
Yeah.
So,
Not just
yeah.
me, but yeah, I do.
the idea of being in your power, of owning your sexuality is
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
important because it's weird that I think it's weird that we have all these advertisements that
Uh-huh.
throw sex in your face every day,
Exactly.
but then culturally it's not okay to talk about sex.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, big time.
That's like
Double standard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whereas I hear a lot like in other countries across the world, it's very common.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? In fact, for example, I know a lot of mothers in the America they get talked down to for breastfeeding in public, and it's like
Exactly.
it's so
Yeah,
natural.
Yeah.
It's so natural, and it's not
Exactly.
okay. you know?
Exactly.
I don't think it's
Or
okay.
masturbation.
Wait, masturbation in public?
Like-
Is that
No,
is that-
masturbation in
Okay, no.
public is
Okay.
not okay. No matter where you
I was
are.
like, wait, hey, you're breastfeeding, so
Oh my God, Keenan.
Oh my
if
God. Philippe, you can move toward me, okay?
Yeah, please. I think we found a new host.
okay. I'm out. Kick the black guy out. All
Oh
right.
God, no! Kick the
Jesus.
masturbating in public guy out.
I thought that was where you were going.
No,
with it.
no,
You didn't
no.
breastfeed in public.
No, that people get shamed for masturbating in America. And
Exactly.
it's like
Oh,
there's
yeah,
nothing
okay,
wrong with
okay.
that.
Exactly.
In fact, it would probably make a lot of weirdos relax if they didn't
Uh-huh.
feel so
Why do you
bad
think I'm
about
so
masturbating.
calm?
Yeah, exactly. So when I'm hanging out with my friends from, of course, Colombia, Mexico,
Yeah.
we are talking about masturbation.
Constantly.
Women,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But if I'm talking with my coworkers and they're Americans, white Americans, they're like, "Ew, what?
Yeah.
You don't touch your pussy, bitch!
Can that be the title of the episode?
You don't touch your pussy.
Touch your pussy."
Yeah, no, it's healthy. It's important to have.
It's
that.
important. It's like when you need to go to the bathroom to shit.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to shit.
Don't
you
hold
know?
that
It's a
in.
part
You
of
get
life.
clogged
Exactly.
up.
It's
Yeah.
part of your
Yeah.
I don't know,
Your
your
brain
anatomy,
hemorrhages.
your brain, everything.
And
Exactly.
you know, just so you guys understand, like there's definitely an energy, a vivaciousness that she's bringing. So, and there are some, I don't know, it could be a lot of things, but there are some people who tend to be conservative about sex, and then they
Yes.
always look so depressed and like
And that
Yeah.
makes
they
me
don't have
wonder.
energy, and like sex is rejuvenating.
yeah.
I'm curious how those kind of people actually do have sex. Is it just do they just lie there?
Probably.
And then or do they like
Yeah.
wiggle a little bit or are they
No,
really
and I'm going to
busy?
tell you something. It's
Okay.
funny because my mom was so, she's very modern and
Mhm.
she's very open minded, and she told me when I was probably 4 or 5. She, of course, in Colombia especially, we educate our kids at home,
Okay.
but they have at school they have a sex class,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
But my mom was a little bit crude, and she was like, "Okay, your cousin has a dick. When this dick gets aroused, did I say that right?
Yeah, yeah.
You can get pregnant." So my mom used to be like that. And I was okay. My mom is
Ah.
cool. She's open minded. But when my mother was a grandmother when she turned 33 years old, because my sister was very young anyway.
Yeah.
So at the age of 33, my mother didn't know what oral sex was.
Oh, for however modern she was, that was even more modern. Right?
Exactly. And I was like, what? And she was like, I thought the oral sex was just talking about sex.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, that means that you never suck my father's dick? And she was like, no, I never did.
Wow.
I never did.
Okay.
I thought that it was disgusting. And I was like, oh, no, it's not.
Oh. I'm
It's
sorry
actually, it's how you start things off. You know, both of you
Exactly.
guys help each other. You know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry
So
for your father's loss.
Foreplay is so important.
He was a good man. we lost
have
a
you
good,
met
we
him?
lost a good soldier.
Oh man!
Oh, my
you're one of a
God.
kind. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I can't even. Well, I mean, granted, I didn't have parents, so I didn't get to have that conversation. But from what I hear, most people don't get to have that conversation. Like, Keen, did you ever have the
Yes.
birds and the bees talk with your?
I kind of did, and I also kind of had the abstinence, stay away, kind of you'll find it later kind of thing. I never really had.
Did you have a religious background? Is that why?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, they took me to church, and they realized at some point I was bored as shit there, and I wasn't paying attention. They just said, "Fuck it, we don't need to take you
Yes.
anymore." But I definitely developed, as I mentioned on a previous episode, but was edited out. I developed my sexual knowledge like in elementary school on my own.
Wow. Interesting.
I definitely went to what I described was like shortstop. I didn't go to third base, but I went definitely to second at that age because I don't even know how I learned it. I just somehow knew where to touch, where to kiss, where the tongue goes, all that stuff.
Of
So he was just a born player. That's what it was.
And I've never.
It's like instinct.
Yeah, it pretty much
Exactly.
was. It almost pretty much was. And then after that, nothing. Till I was like, it just ruined my life. That's why I support wait until you're older. Because you won't get it after that. Yeah. But
How about you, Philip?
Me, I actually, I found out about sex on my own too. My dad was always away at work, and my mom wasn't around when I was growing up. So when I was going through my dad's things because he had like nunchucks and butterfly knives. He was like a rocker and also into martial arts.
Wow.
So I was going through stuff, and then I saw this case of cards, and it was actually a case of like Playboy cards. And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?" You know?
How old were you?
I must have been 6.
Oh, 6?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I had just like started school, so like I kind of like took them with me in my backpack. I went to school. I showed them to my friends. They were like, "What is this?" You know what I mean? And for me, that was just an ever growing curiosity. You know, but actually engaging in things like it was actually far more innocent for me. Like I think it wasn't until I was in first grade that a couple of like 5 girls and like one girl that everybody knew we liked each other. They all like took me down by the corner of the library at school, and they were like, "Okay, you two have to kiss." You know what I mean? And I was like,
rico.
"Yeah." I was like, "Okay." You know, I must have been about
Delicious.
7, 8. You know? Yeah, I gave a kiss. Unfortunately for me, like I want to say maybe 20 minutes later for lunchtime, she was holding hands with some other boy, and I was like, "Por qué?" So I learned heartbreak as soon as I learned love. You know. And ever since then, I've had a very bittersweet experience keeping that going, you know. And I personally think that the fact that I came from a broken home, my dad wasn't really around, my mom wasn't really around. I never got to see a man and woman be together and like, you know, how to treat each other or whatever. So I really had to sort of figure that out on my own by reading books, watching movies, you know, things like that.
I had my parents they were divorced when I was 6, and I would see them interact every so often on the weekends or whatnot. But I too did not see them every single day. But yet we still, you know, were able to find the same answers as if somebody did have loving parents that were together every day. I'm not sure.
Now, when you say we, you mean you and I?
You and I. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think having parents that are Hallmark style, like, Valley, white boy, leave it to Beaver, you know, kind of shit.
Like Perfect Lives. I mean, were your parents together?
They were together. And we're three. I mean, they had 3 daughters. I'm the last one.
Hey, to the young ones. Woo.
Yeah, exactly. But for example, if you talk to my older sister, the experience of her life is completely different. So she's always like, okay, my life is miserable because of my parents. And I'm always like, oh, my life is awesome because of my parents, because my mom was very strict and she used to whip our asses.
Yeah, I got my ass beat too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank
Con
you,
el
mom.
cinturón.
Uh-huh.
La chancla.
La chancla.
No one escapes la chancla.
Exactly. And they were always together, but my dad used to beat up my mom. And for us was normal.
Oh, okay.
That was normal.
Wow.
Latin men tend to be very
Exactly.
macho.
Exactly. And it's funny because now, like, I'm 45, I understand a lot of my experiences in my relationships, because I remember that when my dad beat up my mom, the next day he will come up with roses.
Oh, wow.
And they will make up in the kitchen, and my mom used to cry, and then my dad, I'm so sorry.
Wow.
And then all the romantic, and I was like super happy. Oh, they're back together.
Dang.
It was very much como una novela, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Very different in America if that was going down. There'd be like a lawsuit.
Exactly.
So much shit going on.
Exactly.
Kids would be taken away.
Yeah. And you know what? And I think that sometimes I sabotage my relationships here because American men are not violent at all.
No, I'm not. I'm a very soft.
Exactly. And sometimes, and I had never been beat up.
Yeah.
Never. But in my last relationship, I felt, when we broke up, I felt that I was kind of, ¿cómo se dice? Like,
Are you saying
inviting
Spanish?
him.
Translated?
Like,
You were
lo
asking
estaban
him to do it.
tentando.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. You were tempting him, yeah.
exactly, to beat me up.
Whoa.
You
Okay.
wanted
never
that,
did.
You wanted the passion.
Exactly.
You
I wanted the passion for some reason.
yeah.
And then when we broke up, it didn't happen. He never
Yeah.
beat me up because he's not a violent person. And I was like, oh my God, I think that I was expecting to do that. So then
You're
the
able to see the
reconciliation,
psychology, yeah.
exactly. And all of these experiences that I'm living now as an adult, of course, is a result of what happened with my parents.
Okay.
Even though they were together, but I
Yeah.
still have certain things that shouldn't be that way.
And is this a heavily Latin culture thing, or is it also like maybe European, Russian, Chinese?
European
Is it just-
too, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you're making me think about though is it's funny because like how I feel personally, I felt because I didn't have either my mother or my father. I feel I have abandonment issues. I think that whenever I have problems in a relationship, my first answer to it is to just leave.
This is what I was talking about when I texted you.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And
my first instinct is to just abandon people because
Wow.
it's traced back to that. So it's interesting that you say
Exactly.
that. You're like, oh well, show me how much you really care about me.
Uh-huh.
Like take it to the next level. For
Exactly.
you, it's that passion. Do you
Uh-huh.
find there's any correlation with you in terms of like what maybe happened in your childhood with your parents and the way you respond in relationships, Keenan?
Yes, and maybe, and I think, but it's not them because again, they were only together like on a weekend or so.
Gotcha.
They barely had enough time to really do any crazy fighting or anything neglecting for me. So I saw them pretty much on separate occasions. And then we were together, they had to kind of play nice in front of the kids. So, and then any story I heard about them fighting or anything like that, it didn't.
So
seem
they sound like they did a good job as parents. They kind of
Exactly.
I
kept
don't
their
know.
problems to themselves.
Yeah, but I mean, my relationship with girls isn't like
Yeah.
that high. So, but there is one thing that they did do, but it was towards me, as in the yelling part. Like I don't yell in my relationships or get super, super angry. Not because I'm American or anything, but because of the way my parents, when they yelled at me, it like hurt me so bad that I said to myself, I'll never yell at anybody else like
Because
the
you
way
don't
they
ever
yell at
want
me.
someone to feel the
It's
way
like a
you felt.
PTSD thing, bring it back. And so I think at some points my ex was trying to get me, because she's Latin too, to get really passionate,
Latinas.
emotional.
Exactly.
And I never got.
Enséñame que me quieres.
Grítame, papi.
Yeah. I mean, it makes everything,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, and I never really got angry, and
Yeah.
that really sucks, because then I learned later that might be a thing where you kind of have to have some back and forth, or some ladies need
the passion.
the passion,
Yes.
or some emotional showmanship of like, okay, I've seen you get sad or depressed, or whatever, but I haven't seen you get angry. Maybe see how far I can push it, so I know what the boundaries are. Possibly, I'm just going off the top of my head, but it could be a method like that.
Exactly.
And that could have been also a reason why we might have split too, because I didn't deliver that passion or that anger I never expressed.
I'm glad
why
that
I
you
would
brought
do it.
that up because I have a theory. Francia, tell me if I'm right. I personally believe that the best time to then finally make the decision to get together as a boyfriend or girlfriend, my opinion now, having learned as much as I have in my failed relationships, is like after you've had a good fight, like a good disagreement, argument, because then you see how someone acts when they're mad.
And I'm hoping to interject real quickly. That's my issue too, is because if I yell or fight, I feel like it's over. So I can't
But
yell or fight.
that's the beginning.
Exactly.
Yes.
Of seeing how you guys can actually work
As
together.
I know.
Because you're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But depends. But when you have issues, like for example, I got married with a Jewish guy.
Yeah.
My ex-husband, that one that
Right.
I told you. He
Right.
was 25 years older
yeah.
than me, ugly, extremely intelligent. He was
it
a
Noam
podiatrist.
Chomsky?
And
Yeah.
it's funny because one day I was washing the dishes. He was talking to me and he has a dirty mouth. And I was like, you can continue talking, but I'm going to wash the dishes. And he said, I only talk like that with prostitutes.
Wow.
So he was calling you a prostitute?
He was not calling me a prostitute, but he was mad because I was not looking at him
wanted
while
all
he
your
was
attention.
talking.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But then I took it
Okay.
like if he was telling me that I was a prostitute.
So you
okay.
put the dish down.
I put the dish down
Right on his head,
and
right?
with my hands full of water and soap,
Yeah.
I smacked him
Whoa.
hard.
Yeah. Backhand?
His glasses went to the floor.
Oh, no.
And then I put my heel in the glasses and broke the glasses.
Whoa.
And I say, hey, motherfucker,
Yeah. Yeah.
the next time that you call me a prostitute, I'm going to kill you.
Oh shit.
And then I was like, oh my God, I'm in the
Shortly
United
after
States.
you guys
Exactly.
made love,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I know, right?
Yeah, no, and it's funny because
Like,
that
did
night
hard.
we didn't make love.
Oh, you didn't?
Really?
Like,
He
but
missed
this-
a great opportunity.
Yeah. Then the second day I called my mom and I said, Mom, I did this. And she was like, oh my God, you are in America.
Yeah.
They can call the police.
Yeah.
You need to, there's no violence in America. You need to apologize to this man. Blah, 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 blah.
Did she tell you to have sex?
So
with him?
I apologized
You
to
did?
him.
Oh, okay.
I said,
Oh,
hey, Kenny,
man.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
This is so bad. I apologize. And you know what he said? I loved it.
Oh.
Of
Because
course.
you're passionate.
Of
Let me
course.
fuck you.
Yeah.
And we
Damn.
fucked all night long.
Oh my God.
I had like 4 orgasms that night.
This is my moment to leave the show because this sucks. I can't believe I didn't know that and I didn't do that. And that's probably why I am where I am now. This really, okay, from now on, I'm going to be mean to ladies. I'm gonna
No, it's not about being an asshole. It's about
I'm gonna
having
start breaking shit.
it's about having some kind of assertiveness, right? Like it's not about being an
Exactly.
asshole.
No, and also like after the years, I was like, this is so wrong. And then we were talking, we got divorced. We're the best friends.
Oh,
I
yeah.
adore him. And he was telling me, yeah, I think we had issues because instead of like resolving the problem,
Right.
I was like, I like it because in his house, he also had a lot of violence.
Oh.
Yes.
So this, okay.
So
So
you
parents.
guys bonded over that.
Exactly.
see, this
exactly.
is where I'm confused because it seems good, but then it's not. But you do it anyway because it is good, but it's not.
It's bad.
Okay.
It's
you
bad.
Still, so do you still?
It's bad, but we enjoy it.
Do you see where I'm like, okay. As an outsider coming from, I'm outside the box now.
No,
I'm
it makes
hearing the
sense.
story, I'm like,
it was trauma
this is kinda back and
bonding.
forth.
It's trauma
It's
bonding.
trauma
Because
bonding.
I had the same thing, I think, with
Yeah.
my ex. 'cause
So this isn't
she
for
also had
everybody.
abandonment issues a lot.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, I'm not going to put her business out there, but very similar to my own life. And I think whenever we had problems, it was always that's probably like when we would then finally try to get together again and do things. And
Exactly.
after a while, we both realized it was a pattern and it wasn't, you know.
so it's a
Exactly.
case by case basis, right? This isn't obviously with every
Just
girl.
because
or
the
with,
sex is great doesn't mean it's a good relationship.
but
Exactly.
but still,
I know your goal is to just have
Yeah.
sex, period, Keenan.
What's going on here? Like, come on, let's be real.
Poor Keenan.
I know that should be the title of the episode. Poor Keenan.
Poor Keenan. Pobrecito Keenan.
Yeah. Because but I was in that situation. I didn't deliver that heated passion, or
Uh-huh.
because I felt like there's a very thin, fine line for me. Probably this as an American, like if it's really close to crossing it. Like how far is too far? If it gets too messy,
Yeah, no.
and why would I want to continue something like that? Obviously,
Therapy. I went
Yeah.
to therapy
yeah.
and that helped me a lot because I was a violent person.
Okay.
I was. I needed to smack men all the time.
Keenan
Whoa.
doesn't see it
Yeah.
as
I
a
have
problem at all.
I
Keenan's kind
was
of like, oh my God, really?
My cheeks are soft for slapping, so go ahead.
Oh God. Okay, and if not therapy, a close second. So, for example, I have a lot of years as an actor, right? And one of the things I learned about acting was that acting classes are a very safe place to do a very
Yes.
dangerous thing. So a lot of us, just general people in public, they don't have the opportunities to express the extremities of their personality.
Wow.
So when you finally do, you don't know how to manage your dark side. But as an actor, you get the opportunity to play a killer, to play a crazy person,
Nice.
to play. So what you end up doing is you get to explore those sides of the human psychology in a safe place where it's okay to do that. And so what I would suggest to you is in the privacy of your own home, explore that side of yourself more often. When was the last time you personally, Keenan, and I'm not going to make this all about, I'm just saying, when was the last time you personally
about me now.
yelled like a madman, like something primal? You know, you've got to get in touch with that because
Does road rage count? Because I do that. Yeah,
Keenan's on the car, God, motherfucking
pretty much. And my steering wheel is like all the rubber's rubbed out from me, like grinding on it and hitting it with my hand.
But see, that's like imploded anger. I mean, like
Oh.
really get you like be a caveman for a second, man. Like you need to let loose
Yeah.
all that pent up
Well,
testosterone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I rub it out every morning. That's where it goes.
I think in that case,
Yeah.
masturbation works against you. After you do it, I think
I feel relaxed.
3 or 4 times, you start to use up parts of the.
Whoa!
of-
3 or 4 times in a day? Come on now. I mean,
if
I'm not
you
a porn star. All right.
That's
Yeah.
well, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Yeah.
There you go.
You know, I've got a.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
so you do one and you're done for the day. You're like, woo.
So just to answer your question and to let you, both you know is that I'm a fairly relaxed and chill dude. For me, I see no necessity to actually even go that far.
Exactly.
If I get that far, I feel like there's something wrong that's causing it.
That's
and it's,
what I'm
and
saying.
it's not. And for me, I shouldn't have to do that at all in
No
my
one
life.
should.
And so if I'm not doing it all in my life, that doesn't mean it's a problem or I need to do it at all.
Here's the only thing I'll add to that.
Yeah.
Okay, at least for me, and I don't know what it's worth to you, to either of you, but at least for me, sex is a very primal thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like your deepest instincts.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're not comfortable with exploring all those extremities, how can you be extreme? Because, you know, I mean, at least maybe it's just me, but like in the bedroom, it's extremes. There's times to be sensual, to be slow, but there's also times to take it to the next level and
Yeah.
like really.
Depends on who I'm with, because when I was with said person, there were some moves that I weren't really allowed to do.
I see what you're saying.
And
Okay.
when I was starting to get it going, I was like, all right, well, just go back to what we were doing before.
Yeah.
It's important that you have a partner that you guys are
Yeah,
both
and
comfortable.
I
Yeah.
think that what you express is so important because for us, for women, especially my generation, I don't know, younger generation, but there is a common denominator, and that common denominator is that we love to feel protected by a man. Exactly.
That's not happening these days anymore, you think? It's like flipping around like, hey, I don't need you to protect me.
No, I do. I mean, I like a strong man next to me. Like for example,
That's right.
if I
I was like, that rules me
yeah
out.
no, and because I know that I'm a violent person because
Yeah.
I saw violence in my home, and I went to therapy, of course,
Yeah.
and I'm working on that. But if I'm gonna scream at somebody, but if he screams at me and he says "shut up" and
Yeah.
don't scream at me, I'm gonna be nice. I like it.
Okay.
You know, I want him
Keenan's
to be
I'm like
stronger.
learning right
Keenan's
now.
like, I don't understand any of this.
It might be just what I see in social media or the media or how I was raised or something like that, but it's definitely very different. in
I
the
mean, it
sense,
makes
Yeah.
sense
don't do
because
that.
as you come, you have a very feminine energy. It's very like, and so what you need to counteract that is a very masculine energy.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's funny because I told you that I'm the last of 3 girls, and my sisters are completely different. And one day my mom was like, "You're a tomboy." I was a tomboy
Oh yeah,
when I was growing up,
yeah.
And then I went to the doctor to get a checkup, and they told me that I have testosterone.
Oh.
And that probably, the hormones,
Yeah.
they practically rule our lives.
Yeah.
And probably that's why I have some levels of testosterone that I'm so strong.
So that's why you weren't phased when I just whipped it out on the table. Like, what's that? I got more.
There is a generational thing that I've noticed where things are becoming more like it's not so extremely masculine, not so extremely feminine. It's very like people are kind of more, as opposed to being one and the other. People are kind of more in the
don't
middle
you feel like times
of
are
like
changing?
energy wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Guys are starting to be more pretty. You know what I mean? That
yeah,
kind of
exactly. And guys have also estrogen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all the soy milk.
Exactly. And it's funny because they connect better with when they are like expressing themselves, the feminine
empathy.
part.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
For some women that work a lot, like for my daughter, it's funny because she was dating a guy who was, I don't know, 10 years older than she was. And she was like, Mommy, I'm the one that practically invites him over. I'm the one that tells him when to have sex. I'm the one doing everything.
Wow.
And I was like, wow.
You were like, hell
and she loved it. I was like, hell no.
So we were actually having this conversation. I want to say there was an episode we had like 9 people, and there was a topic that came up because the climate politically is kind of tense right now. But in my own experience, there's a time and a place of when to what word am I looking for? To whisk a woman away and to like take her, like if obviously you guys know each other.
Yes.
But there's a time and place for a man to be a man and a woman to be a woman, right?
Exactly.
But in today's culture, it's getting the line is getting very blurry.
That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm coming from.
And
like,
you can't be as aggressive anymore.
Yes.
And I guess you just have to know the type of woman you're with.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Even the voice, like talking feminine.
Is good or not good? Wait.
It's good. It's good for men.
Oh, really? But not like Valley feminine, like hey, kind of like that.
No, I mean not the way, the accent, it's just ¿cómo se dice? El timbre de la voz.
Yeah.
The tone,
the timbre of the voice.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're saying that men like that is what you're saying. Yeah. And men should have the deeper.
I'm trying to drop it.
Yeah.
I'm like attempting to get it a little.
A ver si gustaría hablar conmigo.
I start mumbling.
My little soap opera.
It's like that's why I can't hang out with Philly. It's like
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos.
Don't do that here.
All right, I'm gonna leave for like 5 minutes.
I'm gonna need more than 5 minutes,
hey.
Keenan. It's gonna have to take a whole night. And a gallon or 2 of water.
I'm just outside doing my own podcast. I'm like, fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Keenan Show.
Philly is busy right now.
No.
Yeah, it's like he's definitely talented with his singing,
but it comes back to that there's that some people respond to that, right? And in today's generations, the younger ones, it tends to be more. It's different. It's more about like equality and very androgynous. Very in the middle path. A lot of people. It's just I've noticed that.
Do you see that yourself? Like a lot of the changing of the times where men shouldn't or necessarily are required to be as masculine and aggressive or I am the alpha kind of thing.
I see it, and you know what? I like it.
Yeah?
I like it.
Oh, there's a chance. Yes. All right.
If there was one tip you could give Keenan without putting him on the spot too much, what would it be?
Just the tip.
Be a son of a bitch.
See, I knew it.
There it is.
I got to get rid of this whole nice guy routine. When I asked her, people was like, don't be an asshole. I was like, no, I got to be an asshole.
Maybe she's right.
No, I'm kidding.
I can't do it.
I'm kidding. You know what?
I can try it back.
You remind me of
Urkel, Steve Urkel?
No, a relationship that I had. And he was actually African American.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say his name.
Okay, good.
He was the sweetest guy.
Yeah.
So Keenan, there's hope for you.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it shows that it's just who you meet and who they are. Like it's obviously
she did say she had friends.
I know we can't. We'll talk about the show for sure, but we can't clump everybody into one category.
Exactly,
and
it's
we
true.
often do.
It's true because for me, people like everyone loved this guy. Mm-hmm. Everyone, he was like a teddy bear.
Yeah.
And people, my sister would tell me, "You're with him."
Mhm.
Because they know my personality. They know that I'm
Right,
very
right,
strong.
Mm.
And sometimes I will tell him, "Can we fight? Let's have an
Now,
argument."
see, I can do
I
that.
wanna-
If I'm told, "Hey, let's fight," I'll find something that I can make you. I have mostly see some of the times a lot of people think I'm a nice, real good guy. I can say some words that makes people really mad at me.
If you
it
wanted
works.
to.
Like
Like
I've
what?
ended friendships and stuff like
I'm
that.
actually curious about this.
It's very sarcastic.
Is it true that sometimes a woman might want to start an argument just to see what he
Of
does?
course.
Yeah.
Just-
Oh,
Yeah.
But what's the motive? What's the motive?
there is something called hormones.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
sometimes when my daughter has her period,
Mhm.
I also have my period.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
sync up, huh?
Yeah.
And we fight
Mm.
for no reason.
Oh.
We fight even when we agree on something.
Fuck
And
you,
I
you're
s-
right. Fuck you,
Exactly.
you're right.
You're right, but you said this. No, I said it. But no, but you didn't say it the way I wanted to.
And the voice
Yes.
goes that high.
And then I'm like, okay, I need to count.
Right. Take
Yeah.
a deep
Breathe.
breath.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. And relax and
And sometimes
be
it's the guy.
aware
Mhm.
that is my hormones.
Ah.
Exactly. And
Mm.
then I realize, and
So
then I
it's
tell her,
hormones. It's not like some like
You're not doing it
she
on
just wants
purpose,
a woman
yeah.
wants to start an argument with a man just to see how
it's
he
Yeah.
how he
hormones. And
acts.
with you guys don't have this fucking thing.
Right. Right.
But hormones control our lives.
Mm.
And a lot of women, it's difficult for them to be aware of that. It's
Mm.
very difficult, right? But for me, I told you guys, I've been going to therapy, and
Right,
I've been
right,
and I was a nurse in Colombia. I know anatomy and everything. So every time that I feel that they're taking control of me,
Mhm.
I breathe and I say, okay, it's my hormones.
Mm.
There is a lot of women that they don't know how to do that.
The awareness.
Oh, okay,
Exactly.
Okay.
But hormones control our lives.
Yeah.
And yes, and we argue for no reason.
And I like.
And we enjoy it.
I much prefer if you say, "Let's fight about something," because that I can go. There you go.
But
Mhm.
That's
so
fine.
the trick is to know that that's what's happening
Exactly.
when they
Without
don't
you
say
having to
it.
tell me, "Hey,
Exactly.
let's do it."
Because I
Yeah.
do recall there was
Please don't ever tell a woman, "Oh, you're on your period." That's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
make
yeah.
things
It's gonna
worse.
make things worse.
Yes,
Gotcha.
exactly.
I usually just
Exactly.
provide chocolates, a rom-com, a bubble bath, give you a little massage.
Mm.
Yeah, I do all that stuff.
Wow, look
Yeah.
at this guy.
And
Smooth
then
operator.
I'm totally down to bang it out if you're willing to do it. I know a lot of girls don't want to do it on their pyramid, but pyramid. that's what I call it. See, I don't say period. I say pyramid. It's a PC word. No.
Pirámido.
But change the subject real quick because I wanted to
Let's just forget you said that, even though it's recorded.
I wanted to get this out the way because I think Philly needs
when
help.
girls are on their pyramids, that's going to be the name of this episode.
I want you to put that. Please put that.
Oh,
There's a-
jeez.
but Philly, I want to help Philly. This is really an
You want to
intervention.
help me?
Yeah, this is an intervention. So Philly has an issue with sleeping. He doesn't sleep. I feel worried about him not sleeping.
I
He
do.
needs to
I
sleep.
work a lot.
What is your take on the importance of sleep?
Jesus, you really.
Oh yes, we heal ourselves
When we sleep.
mentally and physically when we sleep. So you need to smoke weed.
Oh shit, that is not exactly right. That is
Smoke weed every day.
Hey.
No, I had the same problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm in a lot of, and now I stopped a little bit and I'm just focused on education and on my company. I have a company in Colombia, cannabis company.
See, it's a cannabis company.
Yes.
Oh my! I told Phil that you had your own business and everything. So I
Uh-huh.
thought your business was like wines or something like that, or because I thought you had like a farm with a winery.
No, when we met,
Yeah.
I have a farm in Colombia,
Yeah.
and I was trying to grow Jatropha curcas, which is like a plant that does
Oh,
biocombustibles.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Kid?
Awesome.
So that didn't work out, and
Yeah.
then we open a company,
But it's
cannabis
still,
company.
the adventure is so cool, and Philly and I are very entrepreneurial spirited,
Uh-huh.
especially Philly more than me. And I was really hoping to have a connection here with
Yeah.
you because you own you got
Exactly.
a successful business and you've had a failed business, and
Yes.
There's nothing
information
more
you have.
important than a failed
Yeah.
business.
Exactly. You learn a
Nothing
lot.
more important than
And
that.
nothing more important than failing everything. Like
Yeah.
failure in relationships, you
Yeah.
grow up.
Absolutely.
Exactly. That's the way you
Absolutamente.
evolve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything that I am right now is because of all the mistakes I made.
Exactly. I don't
100%.
like when I don't see mistakes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel-
it's not a good feeling.
It's not a good feeling.
In fact, I have a theory that part of the reason why people start to feel comfortable when a guy, well, like okay, there's the theory where like, oh, women tend to like assholes, guys who are assholes.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I think it's because if that's the worst he is, I can manage that. But then
Yes.
nice guys, why is he being so nice? Right? Like he's manipulating something. Like
Mhm.
Maybe a little.
what's his dark side, right? Like that's
Uh-huh.
what I sospecho. I think that it's like that's why nice guys don't end up getting girlfriends as easy as like an asshole,
Mhm.
because you
Testify.
can
Preach
manage
it.
what the asshole is going to do. Now, is that true?
It is true, but I think they
Damn it.
work both ways.
Okay.
Like men don't like
Nice
a
girls.
woman, very nice girls.
Yeah, they want
like,
the rough
see?
house.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true. I like someone who
Yeah.
can be themselves for sure.
exactly.
I don't want somebody
Yeah.
all super conservative. And
Right.
it's
Mhm.
it's definitely not.
So
Yeah.
I'm not into
what
it.
what are some of the things I can do to not be a nice guy anymore?
It's not. I don't think it's about.
Fuck it. I'm just messing with you. Fuck it.
No,
But
I-
sleep. We got to go back to sleep.
It's I think it's less to do with being a nice guy and more to do with having the courage to take risks.
Mhm.
If you have a personality that shows you take risk,
Yeah.
Mm.
that you can throw caution to the wind for a second, there's
Ooh.
something adventurous about
So no
that.
condom?
Exactly.
Is that what you're
You
saying?
know,
No rubber?
no condom.
Okay.
Ah.
Isn't that's a risk, right?
Yeah, like leaving the box,
Yeah.
leaving the
Yeah.
comfort zone.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
if you never leave the box, you stay in the box as a friend, right?
Exactly.
Ah.
And that's me. Like I've done so many things in my life,
Mhm.
and
You
I
post
get
it.
criticized
Yeah.
a
Oh,
lot.
You do?
Like by my family, like my
Ah,
mom,
okay.
like one day you're gonna be killed, one
no.
day. But I'm like, I'm so used to leaving the comfort zone, and that's where I feel more comfortable.
And the
Mm.
danger.
Exactly,
Did
and
you
I
skydive once?
many times.
yeah, well, amazing.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
exactly, and
With
and
no
because
chute.
and it's funny because when I was growing up, I was living the situation with the cartels, the Pablo Escobar
Yeah.
cartel,
Whoa,
and
really?
exactly, and I saw a lot of people being
Yeah,
killed,
Yeah.
and
For those
friends of
heavy
mine,
risks,
and
yeah.
and I
That
want
probably changed your life forever.
exactly, and I was more resilient.
Mhm.
Ah,
So
okay.
for me, risk is normal.
Okay.
It's very normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again,
and
it's-
safety
Yeah.
is like feels weird to
Exactly.
you, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, and it
Yeah.
shows that this is all, people are different. They grow with
Mhm.
different backgrounds and different
Yeah.
scenarios. So, yeah, that's wildly crazy. I
Exactly.
had no idea about
But
that.
it's funny because if people will, like, for example, I'm not afraid of failure.
Okay.
I look forward to failure.
Oh,
Every time that I'm gonna start
Yeah.
a company or something, I'm like, okay,
Where's my first
we're,
mistake? coming?
exactly.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. If people will do that, more people will do that.
Yeah.
Everyone will be an entrepreneur in
Oh,
this
okay.
world.
Yeah.
Because people don't do it because they're afraid of failure.
Speaking of which, I just filed for my Los Angeles business license.
Hey,
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll definitely have to talk after the show, not for your friends
Yeah.
that you're going to introduce me to, but for the business that I created. We'll talk about that because I wanted to show you some of
Absolutely.
the things about that.
Yes.
And so your business it's a cannabis company. Are you
Mhm.
growing or selling? Are we allowed to talk about growing
Yeah,
and selling?
Yes,
or-
everything.
Okay.
We got the licenses for everything to grow,
Huh.
produce, extract the oil, import, export, research and development.
How much
and
for about this much? Like a
This guy.
blunt size?
Blunt size. What kind of blunts are you smoking that are like this? It looks like a joint size.
Blunt size.
I didn't
Is it-
have the prices.
Oh, you don't have prices?
No.
That's
But I
that's
can-
not how it works,
I
Keenan.
can, I can go. I'm trying to buy some right now. I can go to you. I can come to you.
We can talk
Right.
afterwards.
It's in
Okay.
Colombia. It's in
Yeah.
Oh,
Colombia.
okay.
Uh-huh.
I'll stay here in America, but we'll figure some way out. Yeah.
Wow. No, that's awesome. So do you mind telling me what was your one takeaway from the first, like the business that failed? What was the one thing you were like, now that I know this, I'm ready for anything? The one thing, like if you could meet yourself before you started your first business,
Mhm.
what would you have told yourself to make all the difference?
Okay. I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
What?
I know you're Capricorn.
Yes.
I'm
when-
an
I knew it.
Aquarius.
When's
For some reason, I knew it.
Yeah.
My birthday is December 31st.
It's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have to celebrate.
Yes,
together.
Yeah.
we have to smoke, we have to drink, we have to party, we have to
Exactly.
dance, we have to do all this stuff.
Exactly.
And now that you said yes, it's recorded on the recording. You have to
shit.
you have to go. We have to do something, whatever. It doesn't have to be on the day, it could be the day before, day after. But we officiated a nice hangout with our awesome guests,
Wow.
smoking, drinking, dancing. But yeah, I'm the 15th of January. So
Okay.
Capricorn.
Yeah.
I'm an Aquarius, February 6th.
we don't care. We don't care about him. Yeah.
Oh.
Capricorns only. This is a
I just
cap
go
show.
fuck myself. Then. Somewhere over there. Okay,
Yeah.
so
No, Capricorns tend to think that they are the best.
uh-huh.
And when I was, I opened a nonprofit organization here to promote economic development in Colombia.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to do everything.
Uh,
I didn't want anybody to
In your
do
business.
in my business. I wanted to do everything.
yeah, I can see how that.
And then
yeah.
I learned that I cannot do everything.
Impossible.
I have to delegate and I have to
Oh, my
trust.
God.
Yeah.
And that was one thing. I didn't trust people.
That's exactly why my freelance career didn't really go as far because I was trying to go from
Exactly.
freelancer to business owner,
Uh-huh.
but I couldn't make the jump because I never hired anyone.
Exactly.
And I really tried to
Exactly.
get on his case about hiring someone. I was like, we both held each other accountable. You
Uh-huh.
hire someone, I do.
I did. I mean,
something.
I hired people, but I didn't like the way because then I had to go back and fix
Exactly,
the work.
because you think that
Yeah.
you will do it better.
Yeah, but you
But
can't.
you cannot do everything in your company.
Yeah, I know.
No, you have to delegate. There's other people that can. Okay,
80% is okay.
80% is okay.
80%. That's the number.
That's what I
Yes.
learned. That's what if they're 70% good, you can teach them 10% more.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's look up in That's what I learned.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's like
Exactly.
so same lesson.
yeah, but
okay.
that was a huge mistake.
Do you read books on entrepreneurship, business growth, anything like that?
No,
No?
I don't read books. Maybe videos.
Videos?
I
Okay.
have LinkedIn Learning.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's okay. It's
Okay.
okay. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I have
You can-
LinkedIn Learning. Yeah, it's the best.
Okay, it's the best.
Oh, that's right. We got to add each other on LinkedIn. I remember seeing a post that you did.
Yeah.
Where you're like at this LinkedIn event. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
We're
we have
doing a
friends that
grind,
put
yeah.
together a lot of LinkedIn locals. We'll have to invite you now.
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, we in the district, Los Angeles Community College District, we bought 30,000 licenses for all the students in the district,
Yeah.
and I was the one directing this project. So I used to go from college to college, teaching faculty how to use LinkedIn Learning and how
Okay.
to
Really?
like help students understand the platform.
So you bought 30,000 licenses for membership access to LinkedIn
Exactly.
Learning. That's
Exactly.
because LinkedIn Learning is truly the future of education. I
It-
think
it is.
for professional success.
Exactly.
Really?
I'm 100% like it's not even like a plug. It's
legit.
helped me a lot. Yeah.
Exactly.
I need to
It
do
also
this.
boosts the profile on your
Uh-huh.
LinkedIn. Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
is this LinkedIn learning thing? Like,
I
is
think
it-
it's like 29. I'm going to give you
Subscription,
access.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
You can give me your email and I can
Oh, I'll
give you
more
free
than
access.
that.
Wow.
Ah!
Capricornio over here.
I want to make sure I drop my voice just low enough so I can deliver that.
Oh, I'll give you that.
Real quick, aliens. So I bring this up every episode. And it's
I
a
like
good,
this
it's a
Do you know how to
good joke.
say alien in Spanish?
No, I'm gonna do it really racist.
No.
So I'm not gonna say
Alieno. OVNI.
OVNI.
Yeah.
OVNI. Oh, okay.
No, alien is extraterrestre.
Extraterrestre. Okay.
OVNI is the object. Not
UFO.
The UFO.
Oh,
yeah,
I
OVNI is
just-
UFO.
Ah,
Yeah.
You just taught me something.
Oh, okay.
Acabo de aprender de la maestra.
Yes.
I was just
Oh,
schooled
yeah.
by the teacher.
Yeah, you were.
Can I bring you an apple?
Of course.
Una manzana de amor. So extraterrestre. Okay.
Maybe not
Extraterrestre.
extraterrestrial, but we'll just go.
So in
Turn on
Spanish,
my-
that's how you say alien.
Ex-
Extraterrestrial.
Uh-huh.
extraterrestrial.
Yeah, but in the United States, they use that term for us.
Yeah,
Alien-
that's
oh,
crazy.
alien?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Like,
alien. Yeah,
I'm not a fucking alien.
yeah. How do we know? You could be from some other planet. I don't know.
But
Colombia is
But you,
another
could tell him,
planet.
but you could tell him this love is out of this world.
Oh.
But
This is the most flirtatious show we've ever had.
well, we have like this
I love it.
amazing person.
I know, I
here.
love it. It's great. It's great.
It's the energy.
It's the reason why I wanted you on this show because I've just from the first, we only spent like maybe a week together, and then maybe a few days after that
In the training.
in the training. But from the few days I met you, I was like, yeah,
I've never been able to forget you.
technically, yeah. But
From the first day I saw you. Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna
She's
go
a
to bed
sweetheart.
happy now. Thanks. I'm
You just made his year. Those kisses, he's gonna live off that for 2020.
You see me in the bed just rolling back and forth.
He's not washing his hand.
Oh my god.
or my ear. No.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I mean, like, is that something really far fetched for us to really think about? Is that we're the only ones here in this, or just our galaxy alone?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Oh, aliens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever came across anything that was just odd to you, and you were like,
No,
can't be
not
coincidence.
me, but the father of my daughter. He had an experience.
you get probed?
No,
Oh, okay.
he was sick. He was a soccer player.
Soccer,
He was
okay.
sick, and then he was hurt,
Mhm.
and he went to the house of his best friend. And he told me, my best friend, when he had his best friend had an accident.
Mhm.
And after the accident, the guy was acting very weird. So Ricardo is the name of the father of my daughter.
Okay.
When he got injured, he went to his friend's house, the one that became weird after the accident. And then he told me, hey, I'm hurt. And then the guy stood up, rubbed his hands, and his hands were very warm, and put the hands at Ricardo's leg.
Yeah.
And then Ricardo said, all of a sudden, I felt that I was healed.
Yeah.
And then he was like, kind of, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then the guy said, it's Reiki.
Oh, yeah.
And then he said, yeah, but Reiki is not going to cure me immediately, like 100%.
Yeah.
And then he says, please explain to me, because Ricardo said there was something else. So then the guy, his name is Jaime, he said, I have a close encounter.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And then Ricardo was like, explain that to me.
Oh, yeah.
And then he said, when I had the accident after that, I haven't seen anybody, but I hear voices.
Oh.
And that voice is of a man that told me that I've been chosen
Okay.
to be a healer.
Oh.
And then he said, and all of a sudden, and Ricardo Jaime showed Ricardo his anular. How do you say middle? This is not the middle finger.
The ring finger.
right?
Yeah, ring finger.
The ring finger.
Yeah.
And he had like a little ball inside that he could move from here
Whoa.
to here.
Whoa.
Here
Wow.
to here.
Ugh.
And then Ricardo was like, I was looking for any scar. He didn't have any scar. And the guide explained to him, and he says, I think that they
Little creature.
put these
It
here
moved
for
from
me to heal.
from the fingertip down to the wrist and back
Down
up.
to exactly,
Oh,
but
man.
inside the skin.
Yeah. And you
And
didn't want
then-
to take it out.
And then I'm gonna
Oh,
ask you
all
to
right.
do this exercise.
Okay.
So put your fist
Yeah.
Right fist.
at
Okay.
the table
Okay.
Okay.
and put the
Index
index
finger,
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 and
okay.
try to tap the table.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
tap it very good.
Okay.
Right.
We're supposed to hold it right here too.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Okay.
Middle
Do
finger.
that with the middle finger.
Okay.
Right.
Exactly.
And now the
Do
ring
that
fin-
with the
oh, pinky.
with the
Pinky.
pinky.
Okay.
Right.
Try to do that with this one.
Right. The ring finger doesn't do that.
It doesn't do it.
Oh.
No, but don't move the
not,
hand.
Yeah, not,
Okay.
not the same. Yeah.
Just
it's
try to
missing-
leave the finger by itself.
Right. It's definitely harder to do.
Oh, okay,
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the only finger
you can move.
that doesn't have a connection with the heart.
Huh.
Oh.
Exactly. So this finger is supposed to be like dead because it doesn't have any fluids. Like
And
I mean,
that's
of
so
course it
funny
has
that
veins.
that's the ring finger.
Exactly.
No wonder there's a divorce rate.
Exactly. And listen to this.
Yeah.
When my father was dying, in the process of dying, I remember that you see that, how do you say that little machine that goes beep, 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 beep?
Oh, the heart monitor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the process of dying of my dad was, I don't know, like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they call my grandmother, and the priest asked my grandmother, hey, this guy had his body closed. So in Colombia and in a lot of countries, that's also in Europe, we believe in mal de ojo,
Oh yeah. The
like
evil
the
eye.
energy, the evil
yeah.
eye.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So and then my grandmother said, yes, his body was closed from the evil eye.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's a procedure that they do spiritually.
Yeah.
So the priest got a little knife,
Yeah.
grabbed my father's hand,
Mhm.
and he scratched his
Yeah. The ring finger.
ring finger, and then my father immediately died.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
So this finger has a spiritual meaning, and the
Interesting.
aliens know that. So back to the story of
the
Jaime,
healing. Jaime, yeah.
he said, I've never seen them, but I know that they have worked in my body for me to be a healer.
Oh, wow.
Whoa,
Exactly.
This is some
See,
crazy
that is why I bring up the alien
Crazy
question.
shit. Yes. And they have an annual meeting in Machu Picchu,
Oh, they do.
Peru.
Ah.
Exactly.
The
All of the
aliens do, or-
people.
oh,
Yeah.
the people?
No, the
There's been
people
some
that have close
interesting-
encounters.
Yeah, there's been some super interesting stories about Peru and all that. And
Oh,
Machu Picchu.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to go to Peru.
No
because-
Wow.
way.
Yes, next year because I don't know if you have heard of ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love ayahuasca. and I've done it.
Um,
I want to do it there in Machu
Carlos
Picchu.
Castaneda books talks a lot about like
Yes.
experiences and
Oh,
the witch
amazing.
doctors and
Yeah.
peyote
Amazing.
and all that stuff. So,
You
yeah.
travel around the world quite heavily, right? Or
Yeah,
Wow.
I love to travel. Tomorrow
Nice.
I'm going to Sri Lanka.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm going to Sri Lanka.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
What's it
no,
like? I
nice.
mean, what do you do on these long trips? Do you read books in the planes? Do you
Live life.
I know, I guess
Yes.
do
Yes.
you write your own stories? You should write your own story.
It's funny because when like for trips like these that are very long,
Mhm.
what I do is I clean my phone of pictures, porn
Okay.
pictures, and all that.
Yeah. Hey.
This is what the
Keenan's like,
fuck?
oh,
Dick pictures.
Keenan's gonna go on to 2025 with that one.
I know. What?
When I get tired of cleaning my phone,
Yeah.
I read
Okay.
and I plan. For example,
okay.
I have a project for January, so I plan my
cool.
project and everything.
Okay.
I work in the
Yeah, yeah.
airplane
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. Little traveling studio /
So
office
planning
space.
is
Yeah.
big for you. You're
Yeah.
a big planner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
With so many things, I have to have a plan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Is that something you developed while you were creating your businesses that you learned throughout? Or you knew that
Yes.
before anything?
Yes, because no, I think it was when I was a teenager. I wanted to do so many things
Yeah.
that I was like, I need to plan. I need to
okay.
plan. And for me, time, I respect time as I respect my mother.
Ah, okay.
So
Time is very important.
exactly. Everything has to be like on time. That's why I have a planner.
Oh, I thought I meant and spending time because Philly had a great expression about a lot of people. This was like
I'm like, what did I say?
no, it's like I'm not sure if you're talking about time or breathing air, but they treat it like it's chocolate, like it's just
Yeah,
endless
Yeah.
most
bounds of,
people
like-
most people are happy to give their time away, but they won't give $1 away. When really it should be the other way around. You can get $1
Yes.
again, but you can't get your time back.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Like
now-
this time that we spent here,
Mhm.
we're never getting these
No.
moments.
Oh
back.
no! Believe
Yeah.
me, whatever
biggest
is going on
compliment-
here is worth it for me. I'm gonna have. I got
Yeah.
the kisses blown. I got the know about the porn pictures. I'm gonna have the best sleep ever tonight.
Are
How
you
about
sure
the
you'll be
kisses?
able to sleep?
Probably not. No. I'll be up till like 1 a.m, just rolling back and forth.
Well, you said just one time and you should be good, right?
Pretty much
3 or 4 times, one
Yeah.
time. Okay.
Well, it's
yeah.
so long. It just takes a while.
It's getting dirty in this podcast.
And so, yeah.
We're gonna
Uh,
call this the Dirty Martini podcast.
Oh, I still like the pyramid one.
Oh, yeah, when girls are on their
the
pyramids.
Yeah. That's the best one. But yeah, so the timing, because that's the same thing about getting back to the whole sleeping stuff. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you need to dedicate. If time is so important and sleeping
Yes.
is so important, those two should be combined.
Yeah, but it's difficult to sleep when you have a lot in your head.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's always something happening.
exactly.
Mm.
Constantly
Exactly.
thinking about things.
So the body responds to that. The body
In
is
a,
like, okay,
a
you
negative
need
way.
to-
Oh yeah, like it.
Yeah, I mean, in a positive way when you want to accomplish a lot of things, but then your body at the end is going to be very tired.
Yeah, my
Your
body can't
eyes-
keep up with my ambition.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
I wish there was 2 of me.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
What would you do with your other self? If you had 2 of you.
No, I used to do that. I used to not sleep at all.
Oh yeah.
And I used to not have a quality time when I was having breakfast or lunch.
Yeah.
I used to eat lunch in the
Interesting.
car
Yeah,
or
that's what I do.
super unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I'll walk and eat. Like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I mean, if I'm driving, I'm like trying to get like, yeah.
Exactly. Because you don't have the time. I was like, I cannot devote 30 minutes sitting
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
table
yeah,
eating
yeah,
my
yeah.
lunch. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Now I do it.
Ah, okay.
Because like the time that you said,
Delegation.
yes.
exactly.
Delegation.
Mhm.
Delegation.
Yeah,
Delegation and practically loving yourself. Okay.
That's my mission for the coming year.
Oh, your
To
resolution.
learn how to be good to myself
exactly.
because
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to do that. In fact, sometimes like people in my past or whatever, like I'm constantly thinking about, are they okay? But you know what I never do? Am I okay?
Exactly.
I don't do that. And I've realized it's so easy for me to focus on others, but I should be focusing on myself.
Exactly. Something that I learned is like we're many people. So I work with my higher self.
Yes.
And the kid that is inside me. So the kid that is inside me is not taking care of my body.
Okay.
So when I feel that, then I look in the mirror and then I say, Francita, baby, you're so beautiful.
Right. Super connection.
You need to go and have a seat and have lunch, baby. So I talk to myself like that way because I have to do it.
You have to.
I have to love myself. And in the morning, that's another affirmation that I do in front of the mirror. I always like, oh, negra linda.
Damn.
I love you, negra.
It didn't even worked on me that time.
That's something that I don't know if you remember that I shared this in Insight.
Yeah.
In Colombia, saying the word negra is an endearment.
Oh,
so in my family, I'm negra.
Yeah.
So everyone calls me negra because they love me.
I still don't approve. No,
I know.
I'm kidding.
It's so difficult.
No, my dad was like
Sorry.
super dark as a Oaxacan, right? So that was his nickname was like beautiful black man. Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't mind you calling him beautiful black man.
He said beautiful black man.
I'll take it.
And that's the implied sentiment when saying
exactly.
Well, I don't know exactly where the word even transferred to the common word that was used by the white people.
Yeah.
I mean, did the white people pick it up from the Latin culture and then just said it in that way or something?
It's the scientific term. What you think is negroid? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so
it's the Latin.
Yeah, but
it's a Latin word, right?
And then they
put
the
their
white
white
Americans
use
spit on it.
as a weapon.
Yeah.
Like for them, it's Caucasoid, right? Which is Caucasian, caucus, right?
Exactly.
I like cracker better.
Cracker.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stick it to the man, Keaton. Fist in the air. Black power.
And do you know the story about the word gringo?
Oh, no.
Do you know it, Philip?
No.
Okay.
What's the teaching us today?
This was
It's my favorite teacher.
when there was a lot of soldiers fighting for land in Mexico.
Okay.
And the Mexicans were mad, of course. And the Mexicans, they didn't know any English.
Okay.
They knew the word go and they knew the colors. So the American soldiers were wearing green. So they say green go, green go.
Gotcha.
Oh, really?
That's how the word started.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That makes sense too. I can see that though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I can see how they're
Exactly.
just like, that's
go.
crazy.
Shit. That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
I want to get my passport. I think I need to do that. I don't have I've never left the country.
Oh, really?
And I have the
Yeah.
passport and I didn't even use it.
I've lived in New York, San Antonio, and Los Angeles, but
You haven't been in Mexico?
I haven't seen anything.
You haven't been in Mexico?
No.
In
Nel.
Oaxaca?
Nel pastel coronel.
Shame on you.
Ay.
Shame on you.
Oh, no
Pégame.
fighting. No fighting.
I love Mexico.
Yeah.
I
La capital?
adore everything. I
La
mean,
preciosa.
oh my God.
So what's your take on then the whole Trump thing of building walls and all this like anti?
My therapy told me every time you're going to talk about Trump,
Oh.
just breathe. Count 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, I mean, we're going through the whole impeachment thing. I can't even say it. So you stunt my vocalization. I can't even talk in front of you. I haven't even say. Yeah, there you go. Process right now. I mean, who knows what it may lead to? But are you going to promote people? Hey, go out there and vote so we can prevent something like this from happening, or you're going to vote yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's. Well, you're gonna say
No.
something?
I'm like scratching
okay.
Yeah.
itch.
Where we're going towards now, where we have to, if we don't know much about politics, we at least should now the baseline is just voting and getting some information on who you want to vote. Because most people, I'm not sure. Do you think it's better for people to vote and not know who they're voting for, just blindly vote, or not vote at all?
I think they should know. I think they should know. And as an educator, of course, in class, I can never say vote for this person or for that person, but I educate people. Okay, read, and I give them information. Okay, you can go and read about this guy and another guy, and you choose which one is better for you.
Yeah,
because we have to.
Yeah,
we have to.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel that we even as people have control of this country? I mean, do you think it's just controlled by people who have money and
I think that we are facing another kind of era.
okay.
And this is not only in the United States. I think that we are evolving. And I don't know if you've seen Latin America, everything that is happening
Oh, the fires in
in
Brazil and all that
Chile,
crazy shit.
in
Yeah.
Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru,
What's happening?
Argentina.
I
Yeah,
don't
all the
watch
governments, all the governments are like crazy. Like in Colombia, we never went to the streets and
TV. Protested.
protest.
You're doing that now?
Never, and we're doing that now.
Whoa.
Because
Okay.
the governments are so corrupt
Yeah.
and people are tired of it. And I think that, for example, my mom, she was crying. She was like, I'm so afraid and everything that is happening here in the United States and the Ukraine and everything is, I think it's evolution.
Okay.
It's evolution. And I think this is the time where we have to like not get the government take over. Yes, exactly. We have to get more knowledge and we
Okay.
have to vote. We
Are-
have to.
Our co-host Joe felt shout out to Joe. But he felt that
What? No shot.
I'm not fuck that guy. He should be here to witness all of this. But he felt that because our country's so large and so divided that we may
Yes.
never get to something that's happening in Colombia and any of those southern countries, that the people in Florida probably won't give a fuck what's happening in Washington or Portland, or people in California couldn't give a shit of what's happening in North
Yes.
Dakota. So that whatever crazy thing happens in our country, we're still not going to rise up as a nation against something. Do you kind of feel the same way? Like
Yeah, I feel it. But I think that this guy, I know that the country was divided, even though I'm been here only 15 years, I'm not very knowledgeable about politics. But even though there was a division, now it's more prevalent
Okay.
with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
More prevalent. And not only a division, hate.
Okay.
Hate, which is very dangerous.
Well, isn't there a lot of hate in a lot of these Latin countries? Like they don't really like each other.
But not like the government, like that. Like,
okay.
but now is more prevalent, like in
Oh, I see what you're
Venezuela.
saying.
Yeah,
Like government officials being the ones that are starting the hate.
exactly.
Oh,
There's definitely a danger to the rhetoric that
Uh-huh.
that a politician puts out, because it can influence a lot of people. And then let's not forget that social media plays a big role in this, because now, for example, okay, I get my haircut at a local.
That's why he looks so handsome. By
A
the way.
local Latin-owned business. O sea, son familia, their family. They cut hair, right? It's like $12. I try to help them understand how they can change it and market and like charge more and compete. But I noticed that they always have primer impacto on the TV, right? The news is always on there,
Yes.
Okay.
and it's nothing but tragedy and don't trust your neighbor.
Horrible.
And
Yes.
it's just all this, right? But the world, even though that has always happened in the world,
Yes.
but when that's all you watch, you start to think that the whole world is like that.
Yes, exactly.
And so culturally, one of the things I'd like to see, and I can't speak for everyone, obviously, but my assumption based on my however many years of being a part of Latin families is they all watch a lot of news. I think
Yes.
most news watchers happen to be Latinos
Yeah.
more than anybody else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the soap operas.
Yeah, and the soap operas.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god!
Like,
Yeah.
I hate. I don't watch TV. I don't have a TV
Yeah,
at
me
home.
neither, me
I
neither.
hate when people
Uh-oh.
come.
Uh-oh.
no, what happened?
Something happened to the audio.
No.
It's only happening in one ear for me.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did this pop out?
No.
A little bit better. Hello?
Hold on.
Okay.
Billy got so excited he pulled on the cord.
I don't think I did, but okay, that's fine. I'll clip that out.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But what were we saying?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're talking
news.
about
Yeah, you
the,
don't
the
own a
news.
TV.
I don't have a TV at home. Just
Yeah, I
because
don't-
of
I don't-
that.
I don't watch
And
TV.
I hate when people come, oh, you're from Colombia. Have you seen Narcos?
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
I haven't seen it because I live it, bitch.
You pull out
Don't
a
watch
45.
Narcos. Narcos is a lie. They
Yeah.
portray the United States like, oh, we were heroes.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
cousin got raped by a DEA
Oh shit.
agent.
Yeah, those white boys.
And if you think about it, Pablo Escobar, Colombia is very little compared to the United States.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And Pablo Escobar used to ship tons of cocaine to the United States of America.
Yeah, we took it, sold it, and then stole
Yeah.
it back. It's
How
crazy.
can he do that in a country that had the intelligence to stop it?
Sure. Yeah. there is no accident in the U.S.
Yeah.
that just accidentally enters our
Exactly.
borders.
So,
Yeah.
and one guy told me you need to see Narcos. And I was watching Narcos one episode, and I was laughing. I was like, "That
So it's like
fucking
it's a comedy.
It's a comedy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's why I don't watch TV, because they
Is there a particular show
Manipulate.
that you do watch that you or
Absolutely.
that you have seen that you're like,
yes,
it's kind of cool?
Yes,
What?
yes. What is the name?
You can
it's
say it in
under-
Spanish.
No,
Oh, okay.
it's in English.
It's a Star Wars.
No, the theory. Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang
The Big Bang
Theory.
Theory. You like the Big Bang Theory?
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, the
That's
nerd-
why-
the
And
nerd
Modern
stuff.
Family.
Yes.
And Modern Family.
Oh, Modern
Modern
Family.
Family.
Yes,
Yeah,
those
okay.
two shows. I used
Yeah.
to watch them.
That's
Yeah.
why Keenan has a hope and a chance, because the Big Bang Theory is nothing but nerds.
It's super.
I
but
love
the-
it. I
the
love
funny
it.
thing is,
I
this is
love
where
it.
we have our little conflict, and
Uh-huh.
then we can fight.
Yeah.
But
He just wants to fight with you now that he knows you like fighting.
I feel that the Big Bang Theory not puts a bad taste on the nerdum, but I feel like it's very cheesily done. Like it's I don't think it's doing it right. Like it's not. the
Keenan
kind-
thinks he can be a better nerd
No, I feel like
than
it's
Sheldon.
I feel like it's a stereotype. Like a
I
few
love
nerds kind
Sheldon.
of act like that, but not all of them. You know what I mean? Like maybe
Okay.
that's like they're picking the most.
Because you are a
extreme-
nerd, I
Yeah.
have to take your word for it.
Yeah, thank
No,
you,
but
sir.
I love to see nerds because they're very intelligent. There is,
Yeah.
I mean, whoever writes this.
Sapiosexual, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely,
Push my
Exactly.
glasses up
Thank
like
you,
5
you
times.
remember
Yeah, of
that.
course.
See, this is the
I would
man,
never
right?
forget it.
Sheldon is fucking sexy.
Keenan's like, Keenan's like, isosceles.
No, I love it.
So the trivector of the 48-degree angle. No, but it proves a great point to myself that when I meet women like you, I go, okay.
What do you mean, women like her?
Yes,
not in a
please.
racist way. Oh my god! I mean,
No,
you're-
just what do you mean?
and your interest.
Be racist. I love it. Beat me up.
It's getting hot in here, guys. I think my equipment's gonna melt. Oh,
Mine
geez.
already did. So
Keenan's equipment has melted.
no, in the sense of your interest, your personality, what actually you're attracted to. It shows that women are different. Again, I'm going back to like
Yes,
you
you
can't
can't
bottle it
stereotype
up.
anyone.
So if I meet another really really hot Latina chick and I go, oh, she's gonna like nerds, I can't definitely do that. But I can also flip the script. So if I'm ever getting denied dates or someone's like not really feeling me and I go, what the fuck's going on? It's probably because maybe I haven't met you or someone like you
Also,
that
you
has
know,
that mentality.
The beauty to her is that she's well traveled, worldly,
Exactly, yeah.
and
And very
not
smart.
American.
Yeah.
American, and I'm not saying this as a bad thing, but American women tend to be a certain type of way, have a certain view of the world,
Yeah.
and unless you've been well traveled and had the experiences that Francia has had, like to be able to understand and be able to see a person for who they are as opposed
Exactly.
to how they look or what they think they might bring. Like that's
Money or
that's why she is the way she is and why intelligence appeals so much to her, as opposed to people who are born in America. They tend to be very
Yeah.
materialistic or one-dimensional.
Exactly.
You're not one-dimensional.
And one blessing that we are so blessed to live here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I was in a party last night, and there was people from Korea, China, Peru, Ecuador,
Okay.
the
Sounds like a
Philippines.
sexy
There was
party.
an Italian, Barcelona,
Close optional.
Colombia, Mexico, and we were hugging each other. We were dancing, and we were talking about Korea. We
Yeah.
were talking about Philippines. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" And at the end of the day, we're all the fucking same.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh,
we
yeah.
are the same.
Yes.
We have fears. We love. Anyways,
we
just
have, we have it all.
And which is so
Exactly.
trippy why
Awesome.
we still divide.
Exactly.
And I don't know if is it because when we get in a group, we then is it human nature that we are divisible? Like we kind of have to go. I need to get with my own kind or my own clique,
exactly.
and then now I feel comfortable, and then we have these wars. I'm not trying to be fully pessimistic on the human race, but I just feel like I don't know. Maybe that's something we're just genetically made up with.
Exactly.
But not realizing we're all the same.
My opinion
Yeah.
is that our problems are more economical than they are political
Yeah.
or socio-political. They're truly economical.
Money, the
Political economical.
Do you have issues coming across people yourself where they may have looked down on you at one time for like not having certain money, or you might have looked down on somebody that didn't have as much money as you, or
I can't see her doing that.
I doubt it,
I
but-
don't know you well.
That's
but
something. No, that's something that I didn't. I met a guy through Tinder. He's a,
really, is that so?
I was about to reach for my phone.
He's-
What are the other apps you use?
so he knew. I just met the guy, and he told me this because I'm going to Sri Lanka, and my friend in Sri Lanka, he's like the Hilton in Sri Lanka,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be picked up by like a limousine, and
Ooh.
anyway.
In a
And this
vlog.
guy, exactly, and this guy was asking me some pictures that he found in Facebook because I was in Africa,
Oh,
in
okay.
Nigeria,
Yeah.
and he told me it's amazing. And when I talk about my experience in Africa, I cry because for me that was the most amazing experience.
Oh.
Because for me, simple things mean a lot,
Okay.
and how simple they live in Africa, and they're still super happy.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I
Okay.
think I can be involved in every kind of world. I
Mhm.
mean, I have never seen people look down.
Okay.
I had never felt discriminated against, but I think it's my personality.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, because I'm
Literally, as soon as I met you, you were already like everything was going to be okay.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
you were present. 100%.
Exactly. And it's funny because not a lot of people, but in certain, I don't know, maybe if we are in a event or something and someone comes to me and they will say, "Did you see that bitch the way that looked at
Oh,
you?"
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, she was loving." No, she was looking at, no, I don't
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Oh.
You don't have
Okay.
the eyes for hate. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I have never been discriminated against. And
Oh,
people
okay.
tell me, Francia, doing business here as a Latina with an accent and you're a woman is very difficult. Fuck that. It's not difficult.
Yeah.
For me, it's not
We
difficult.
come
a
across
state
a lot
of
of people
mind,
like
huh?
that.
yeah, it's a state of mind.
Yeah.
It's
A
a
lot
state
of
of
people feel
mind.
like, their ethnicity, their money, or their gender
Yeah.
gets them in the way of stuff. And you have to come across somebody and go, hey, it's not for everybody. What you're
Exactly.
thinking is
It's-
putting yourself in
yeah.
a category that
Yeah.
limits you from actually being successful.
Yeah, exactly. My sister came here for the first time last year, and for Colombians
Mhm.
to get an American visa was very difficult back in the days
Mm.
because they didn't want. Even the president of Colombia got the visa denied.
Oh, fuck.
Whoa.
So yeah, exactly.
Damn,
So we
American.
know in Colombia the Americans didn't like Colombians.
That's not true.
So-
I'm loving them. Ay.
Oh, now I'm jealous. Now we got to fight to the
¿Cómo
death, Billy.
pude enamorarme de ti?
See, I can't sing like that. So, I'm
So
not
my
even allowed.
sister comes and we were in a restaurant and
Yeah.
the waiter was taking forever and she was like, "It's because we're Colombians."
Okay.
Oh.
And I, what? Of course not.
Yeah.
They love us here.
Yeah.
Look at Sofia Vergara. Everyone
that's
loves
true.
Sofia
That's true.
Vergara.
That's true.
Oh, we found not to be borderline racist, but there is a Latin joint me and Philly found. It's not Colombian food, but
What place? Oh,
the
down the
spot.
street. Yeah, Mexican
Yeah.
food. Yeah.
we,
Where,
gotta,
where?
we gotta tell you about it because she
Okay.
lives in Pasadena.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Ah, shoot, I probably shouldn't give that
Torero.
away.
No,
Oh,
there's a
area.
spot right here on. I think it's
Colorado?
Fair Oaks.
Yeah, Oscar
Just-
De La
just-
Hoya signed
yeah.
stuff there.
But
yeah.
it's just Mexican food. But it's better than like Chipotle. Or
It's
whatever.
just Mexican food? Dude,
Bueno,
Mexican food is the best food in
Billy
the
got tonight.
fucking
Yes, Keenan's up.
world.
Yeah, yeah. It was really good. I mean, the way it was one of those places where there's no frills, no extravagant thing. It was like it's a family owned joint, and that means that they
Nice.
dedicate it towards the making of the food rather than making you
Beautiful.
feel comfortable.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
really good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've only ever had, I think, so I've had Mexican food, obviously, I've had Salvadorian food, you know what I mean?
Yummy.
I've had Peruvian food,
That's
But-
good. I like Peruvian food.
I've had Puerto Rican food, but I don't think I've ever had Colombian food. Is there, hay platos? Are there?
Yeah. I like, of course, I'm from Colombia. Of course, I like my food, but the menu is
Sí.
not as
Oh,
extended as
okay.
Mexican or Peruvian,
Yeah.
and we don't like spice.
Is there a-
No,
at
no te
all.
gusta Chile.
No, I like it because
Oh.
I mean, I'm here. I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
Living in Los Angeles,
Mexican.
every
Everyone just
Latino is
says
Mexican.
That's fair.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I love Chile. I love picante.
Okay.
But in Colombia, we have the menus. Sancocho,
Sancocho.
bandeja paisa
Bandeja paisa.
from
Let me look that up.
Medellin.
Is there a Colombian restaurant you can recommend us to go check
There
out?
is. I had never been in a Colombian restaurant.
Plátanos,
Plátanos. Yeah.
huevo, arroz.
Ajá.
Okay.
Ahogado.
Viene con, okay, wow.
Papa rellena.
Yeah.
Stuffed potato.
Keep
oh my
going.
god. So good. It's so
Esta,
good.
¿verdad?
Is that
Yes,
it? Philly's
yes.
showing her a picture or
A
me a
lot.
picture of like, is this a restaurant? No, this is just recipes.
That's my penis.
Bandeja paisa has a lot of.
why is it so flat?
It's because it hasn't
looks
turned
like-
on yet.
It looks like an egg. It looks like a hard-boiled egg.
But you
It's
know
my
what?
plátano.
I have brought a lot of investors to my country,
We have?
and I like every year I bring like I don't know 4 to 10 Americans, and they say, "Oh,
Can I
we
be one of
love
those?
it." Of course, of
You
course.
can bring Noob over there.
I'll
We'll start
help
a
you
podcast.
film the stuff.
Oh, Jesus. Do you make traditional Colombian dishes at your home or
No,
no?
and that's why I haven't gone to a Colombian restaurant because
Okay.
somebody told me that all the ingredients that like if you go in Miami, New York, the Colombian restaurants are okay. Because Miami and New York are very close, but
Right,
because
right.
Los Angeles is so far away,
Ah.
when they bring the stuff,
true.
it's not fresh.
So
Right,
true.
Right, okay.
Exactly.
Because in New York, I tried to get some Mexican food in Brooklyn. I was
Uh-huh.
like, what? You guys are out here?
Exactly.
They gave me, I ordered una quesadilla, por favor, right? A quesadilla, please. They gave me like a chalupa. Like it was like, I was like, what the fuck is
Yes,
this? And it was
exactly.
like
High school.
overpriced. It didn't taste the same.
Uh-huh.
But you come out here.
Yeah. Oh no.
But pizza in New York, hey.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's a
Yeah.
whole, so yeah, you're right. It's about how close you are.
It-
to the-
yeah.
What is
Exactly.
the dish of preference? Like, would you?
What do you mean?
Colombian dish?
Well, I mean, like we were mentioning pizza.
Oh,
or-
what do you prefer?
Yeah,
¿Qué
yeah.
prefieres? A comer any other day. A cualquier día, what's one thing you can always go for, he's saying. He wants to know where he can take you on a date. That's what it is.
There is a place here in Pasadena called Tacos La Estrella.
Tacos last day.
It's like a taco truck.
I
Oh,
can't even hold
fuck,
it.
they're the best.
Well,
Tacos de la
we're
Estrella?
gonna challenge you to that taco truck. We know a place out in Highland
right
Park.
here.
Right here?
Like on
That-
Tuesdays,
that-
like crossing the corner, there's
Yeah?
a place called Ixtapa. I go to
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
salsa
Okay, yeah,
on
yeah.
Tuesdays, and like after 2 a.m. when I'm drunk, I
Yeah.
go and eat tacos. Oh, I'm drunk.
Okay, well,
I'm kidding. I never get drunk.
Oh, okay. Never. That sounds like a
Never,
challenge. All right.
never, ever,
All right.
ever. Thank
I'll
God.
see you to that. But we know this place in Highland Park that's a really good
little
taco
truck,
too,
yeah, it's pretty
where
good.
the meats are.
What I don't like about the truck, though, me personally, the location, is there's too many homeless people.
And
that
that's
walk
what I was
by.
talking about money. And
It ruins my experience.
Yeah.
Look,
it's not a look down, but that's
No.
what I was trying to say. Is there?
Personally, I think that
Yeah.
Los Angeles has an extreme homeless problem. It's getting worse.
Yeah?
It's a problem because I love the mayor,
Mhm.
and I actually help his campaign. I love him. I have a picture with him on my LinkedIn.
Oh, okay.
I was a couple of weeks with him.
lucky
Anyway,
son of a
I know.
bitch.
Eddie Garcetti has a program for the homeless,
See,
and the whole country knows that.
Okay.
So there are a lot of homeless people
oh, they're sending
from
them all
other
over
states.
here.
Exactly.
That's
what we're trying to-
exactly.
bullshit.
So I'm glad we got
man.
Yes.
another type of confirmation from you because a lot of people don't believe me when I say that.
Oh no, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have a friend who works in a hospital in Virginia.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And she was telling me, she was like, there is a lot of people that when they go to the hospital,
Yeah.
they come, there is a bus that pick them up when they are released from the
I've
hospital.
heard of this, and it takes them to
and
Los
they-
Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Wow.
That is
Exactly.
such bullshit, man.
Exactly.
Because it devalues
Yes,
all of Los Angeles
Uh-huh.
and then allows all the other communities to prosper.
exactly.
Now, look, I have a lot of empathy for the fact that there are people who are less fortunate But at the same time, as somebody who's had to bootstrap, I didn't have my parents. I had to fucking work hard for everything I gotta do. When there's somebody out there who's just like, oh, hey man, give me $1.
Exactly.
And for me, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, fuck you, man.
Exactly.
It's not my fault you got into drugs. You know,
Yeah.
I understand there's PTSD and there are a lot of people who have other problems, but at the same time,
Yeah, you know what? That's something that,
it's
yes.
sensitive.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the United States of America, unless you're mental
Yeah.
and you have a mental illness,
Yes.
if you're in the street, you are a motherfucker lazy. I
Okay.
work at Los Angeles Southwest College, and there is free education for everybody.
But
Free education. So
I live not too far
in
from
the
there. I
United
could've went there.
States, in the United States of America, whoever wants to succeed can do it. In our countries,
Yeah.
we cannot do that. In Colombia, if you were born poor, you stay poor, you die poor.
Damn.
Because we don't have free education, and free education sucks.
Mm.
So in the United States, to be
Yeah.
in the streets,
Yeah.
no, come on.
Wow.
And I also I've read a lot of books, and I know that there is a lot of people that have lost in the recession. They lost their houses and everything, and they're homeless.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why one of the programs of the Eddie Garcetti is doing, he is paying families to practically take all these homeless people that are not mental,
Okay.
and they pay a monthly fee. I don't know if it's $800.
And they have to work and do that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
To help
Yeah.
them transition
Yeah.
back.
Exactly,
Into,
but he has a lot of programs for
Well,
the
are
homeless.
there enough jobs? Like, say, for instance, this mass migration of homeless people, which, by the way, where is this mass migration of immigrants that was supposed to come through the United States at some point? Or we supposed to be invaded by a certain group
right.
of-
You're being sarcastic. Like
whatever happened to that?
It is funny that America always tries to point like, oh, our borders need to be protected. But honestly, this entire country has been founded on the power of hardworking immigrants. It's always been that.
And
way.
within our own system, I mean, like I said, if all these homeless people come through and we have these programs to help them up, I mean, do we have enough jobs? Let's say everybody of this homeless mass has had a job.
Is there enough room for
jobs?
everyone to have a job?
Yeah, for the homeless population.
But that's why we need more entrepreneurs, because
Exactly.
it's not the president, it's not anyone in office who creates jobs. It's entrepreneurs and small businesses. Those are the people who create jobs.
Exactly.
Is it illegal if I hire a homeless person but like pay them in food and booze?
I mean, if they're willing to accept it, you know,
Yeah.
that's
Is that illegal?
it's not illegal, but
No.
it's there is a thing though that I think something recently was passed in law for businesses. If you hire a contractor more than once, you have to turn them into an employee. Otherwise, you
okay.
get fined.
Okay.
So you have to. So if you're going to hire someone on a contractor basis, you can't. There's like a 3-month period. You can't hire them again or something. It's like a new law that recently passed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's interesting because someone posted this on Instagram one of these days, and I was like, I'm curious to know about the statistics. But he was saying there is not a lot of immigrants from Mexico in the streets as homeless.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay,
They're
yeah.
fucking working any job
Because
they
they're
can.
the best workers in the fucking world.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, one of our co-hosts mentioned that he this is one of the reasons why he doesn't give homeless people money, because he'll see someone who's Latin on the street corner selling something
Exactly.
for goods and exchanges as a
Exactly.
barter system, while the homeless person next to them just has a sign that says "Gives me
Or
money."
all the kitchens here in Pasadena.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the
it's-
Japanese
Yeah, the
restaurants. Everyone
it's
is in
all
the
Latinos.
kitchen.
It's all
Yeah.
Latinos.
All fucking
yeah.
Latinos working hard.
Getting underpaid.
Yes. That's right.
Exactly.
Cheap labor, basically.
Exactly, but they're not homeless.
Right.
They know how to work.
That's my problem with the political rhetoric that's out there, is that people think, a lot of people, I mean, maybe at a local level government, there are things that you can actually vote for that happen. But I think at a federal, national level, like the presidents and all that shit, that's more related to our international causes than it is
Yeah.
at home. And like those are the platforms that they stand on. I'll create more jobs and I'll do this, but they don't do shit. It's the people, local government, it's the small businesses that really create those jobs. And it's true, like they want the cheap labor because of the federal level creating such unbearable taxes for a small business to be able to hire more people, or the amount of taxes someone has to pay as a business owner to let's talk about, you have to have benefits, right? So you have to pay like half of the, like, all employees want healthcare, they want medical coverage, they want all that, but they don't realize how much the business itself also has to pay.
Yeah.
If you're working for them to give you that. And yeah, even then the employee still has to pay themselves, but it's far less expensive. Everyone should try to be a freelancer or a business owner at least once in their life, so they can learn to respect the amount of effort it takes to do that shit.
Exactly.
Because freelancers have it the worst, and so do business owners of what they have to pay for.
Yeah, exactly.
An employee just shows up and they hope they get a paycheck. That's it.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying they're not hard workers. So a lot of them are. Then there's other people who are like, fuck, I got to come to my job. It's like, why do you have a job? You don't want to work? Fine, don't work.
Yeah.
Do something. Prove it.
Yeah.
Prove that you can bring value to society and that people want to give you money. Otherwise, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Go to work and just be glad that somebody's helping you out, because
Exactly.
you know, it's true.
Exactly. We're going to vote for you, Philip.
He was going to try and run for president, but then when he realized the messed up system we have, he was like, fuck it.
Hey, but Donald Trump is a president. You could be a president.
Yeah,
That's
if
what I
Donald
was
Trump could be
saying.
president, I could be
Fuck.
president. No, this is awesome. And you know what? We finally made it to the portion of the show. It's the closing comments. We call it the soapbox talk.
Yes.
We always let the guests go first, and essentially what it is you have the platform. It's your reward for coming to the show. You can talk about anything you want for as long as you want. We give no rebuttals. You can promote a business, an event, or just promote a message, whatever you want to tell the world. This is your opportunity. Then we'll go to Keenan, and then I'll close out. So this is your opportunity.
Oh my God.
Whatever's on your mind, just say whatever you want to
because I have so many things. I'm not going to overwhelm people doing this, but education. Educate yourself. Read. If you are going to have an opinion in politics, just educate yourself. That was it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Education.
Nice. Education.
Very nice. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Oh,
like me.
Okay. Damn. My soapbox. Here's where I get I'll yell it out.
This is Keenan's favorite time.
This is where I can get angry. So I'll scream for this one. And it's about Los Angeles drivers.
Take off my headphones.
It's my road rage. I'm letting my road rage.
Oh, that was primal.
I know.
Oh, scary.
Fucking Los Angeles drivers.
My dick moved a little.
Just a little bit. It wasn't that big of a scream. I could have went louder, but no, it's fuck everybody who drives in Los Angeles, including myself. I hate you all.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't been in Colombia.
Oh, okay. Because on the way over here, I kid you fucking not. I'm getting on the on ramp. I'm not going that fast. I finally get into the first far right lane, and I have my clicker on. There's this car coming up on my left hand side, and I wait for him to just pass me. When he just passes me, the fucking asshole right behind me. As soon as I'm moving, I'm now transitioning lanes. My wheels are in the divider. This fucking asshole drives into the lane and starts speeding up towards my car. And I thought I was going to get rear-ended. So I moved back into my lane. And then I turn to this fucker and I'm screaming. This is why my, I can't even describe right now. I'm so irate. My steering wheel is all like rubbed out because I was like cursing him out and stuff like that. And eventually he went past and I drove behind him. But it was like, and this is where I get in my mind, like the whole day was fine. I had a great day. Last night was great. Shout out to Umbrella Slang at Ray's place over in Southern Los Angeles by my place. It was really awesome. Got to meet and talk to girls, which was great. Philly and I were on the floor. Philly got to see some dance moves that I do, which is pretty awesome. To hip hop, R&B, some reggaeton, something like that.
Nice.
And it was great. But then here I am, this one instant moment. And it's not really a buildup of other anger. Maybe it is or something like that. But this one moment, something about driving in this fucking city and these people that drive in it just made me so mad. I literally screamed out, and that's where I get my yelling going. I was just like, fucking assholes. And then I had to do what you do and calm myself down and count to whatever and just think about like, okay, it's not, you're going to get more gray hairs. You're going to get freaking out. You're going to stress out. You're going to an awesome interview with an awesome person that you knew was going to happen. So let that ride out. But yeah, so fuck everybody who drives in Los Angeles. And yeah.
That's your soapbox.
Yeah, that's my soapbox. Fuck you all.
Amazing. Never cease to amaze me how much anger you have.
My
towards
daily
the
life.
world.
I tell them every day is a soapbox for me. There's always something going on that makes me like, what the fuck?
Hey, that's your soapbox, man. I'm not
Yeah.
allowed to comment on it.
Yeah.
That's the rules.
Yeah.
I will close the show by saying that learning to be good to yourself is definitely hard for me, right? But I see a lot of people who do really good jobs of that, and I want to say that you guys should keep being the example, and continue to help people. You know, I'm a person who tends to feel comfortable in the leadership position, but never in the follower position. But I think a truly balanced and evolved person can be comfortable in both. I don't think there's anything to brag about if you only feel comfortable as a leader. That's actually the sign of a poor leader, someone who can only be the star of the show, that can only be in front on the spotlight. I think if you can learn from others, which is something I thought I was doing, but you know, we all have blind spots, and my blind spot has definitely been that I've been so focused on helping the world and helping others that I wasn't really helping myself. Everything that I learned, I was always giving it away to other people, but never giving it to myself, you know? And I think that I'm going to make a concerted effort to take my own advice as the year comes in, you know, as the new year comes in, because I've got a lot of great advice. People always come to me for advice, but I never take my own damn advice. And so I guess how I want to close the show is I want to invoke in you the spirit of taking your own damn advice. So I hope that you understand I say that with love.
Wow.
And that's the end of the show.
Beautiful.
Vamos bailar.
What?
Vamos gozar. ¿Quién es acá?
I don't know how to do, I
Español.
don't know how to do a beatbox to that.
Pum, pa-dum. Pum, pum, pa-dum, pa-dum. Pum, pum, pa-dum, pa-dum.
Epa.
Pum, pum, pa-dum, pa-pum, pum, 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 pa-dum, pum, baila, dum, pa-dum. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Keenan. What's the closing remark?
Eat your woman out.
Joe usually says, suck your man's dick. What's your closing advice?
Smoke weed.
Smoke
Hey.
weed. Okay. And vote for me for president.
Again, he's coming back. He always comes back.